It is truly a privilege and pleasure to be here. Usually I'm sitting down there, so this is a different thing for me. Oh my goodness. And give me just a second here to turn things on. All right. So I got a good y'all howdy. That's nice. And I'm, like I said, so glad to be here. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different with telling my story. I'm going to talk and sing. But some of you already know me as a singer. I've performed locally for 30 years at a lot of the festivals, and including the Fall Family Festival, and a lot of the venues. So a lot of you know me that way. And then others of you I've been talking with know me from my teaching at Sierra College for many years. So, or working with you. Yeah. Hi. So glad you came. So this will be a little bit different, the singing professor, right? And even still, some of you know me from being my neighbor. So thank you all for being here. So I would like to tell you my story, but I'd like to do it in song. And that's why this was entitled My Story, My Life is a Song, or My Life in Song. So what I'm going to be doing is sharing my songs with you and telling my story at the same time. So these will be original songs that you're going to hear. Now, you're going to be hearing just parts of the songs so that I can fit them all in. And I'm going to basically weave them together to tell the story. So, all right. So I would just invite you guys to sit back and to listen. We do have people photographing this and also videoing it. So I would say just sit back, listen, enjoy. There'll be CDs later if you're interested. And I'd prefer probably not having videos done of this particular show. But just sit back, listen, and see if you can find some experiences that you can relate to as well. Okay, so I'll start at the beginning. I was born at an early age. No, just kidding. I was born in Pasadena, California. So I'm not a country girl, okay? We're doing a country theme tonight. I just want you to know I will play some country, but I'm not a country girl. So I grew up in a suburb of Los Angeles, and I was thinking about that, and my parents, right off the bat, they named me Carol Jean. But you may not know that that actually means gracious song. So the word carol means song, Christmas carols, and then gracious is Jean. So gracious song is my name. And my earliest memories, when I'm thinking back, I think it's probably like all of us. You think back to your early childhood. They're a little bit sketchy, right? Can't remember all the details. So I was trying to think about that, and it's been a fun journey for me to be thinking about this. Oh, I remember playing cowboys and Indians, and I remember learning to ride a bicycle, and then later riding a unicycle to walk my dog, and learning memory verses at church is one of my fond early memories, because I still remember those verses. And then at the age of 4, I made my debut, and I sang Jesus Loves Me for people. So I love to sing. I love to sing for people. And I also love the outdoors, so you're going to see a lot of those themes in these songs. So I'd like you to just think back now. Do you remember what it was like to be a child, how it felt to be uninhibited, where everything was interesting, fanciful, just unencumbered by worry? And this first song is called World of a Child. For the time of school, when sand clinged to my toes, with senses yet undulled, I ran, fascinated and content, to the land away from home. Cool waters danced on boulders unexplored, swaying trees life's sweet song, swaying trees sing life's sweet song in a world not yet 6 years old. Remember those times? Okay, so anyway, in my teens, as I grew up a little bit, oh, wait, I think I messed up here. Yeah, so as a child, I was fascinated with everything, and my childhood was very, very happy, and I was blessed to be raised in a Christian family where my folks actually lived what they believed, and they wanted that same happiness for me. So somewhere around the age of 7 to 8, I saw a gal playing guitar in Yosemite, and I decided that's what I wanted to do. And it's also about the age of 8 that I became a Christian. And so I think you could say certainly my parents and being raised in the church was a guiding force in my life. My mom oftentimes told me I could do anything, and honestly, I was too young to think otherwise. My dad led by his example of joy and serving others and loving, and I was always impressed with his young spirit. So this next song I wrote for my father. How can I write down the words that can possibly explain what I see when I see you? A child at heart and a knowing hand. Inside, you're forever young. Wishing on stars falling from the sky, walking through sand to the sea. Time cannot change the spirit that's true, and age will not spoil the spirit in you. A child for all to see, born to be forever young. May you be forever young. You will be forever young. Thank you. That was for my father. Do you want me to turn my guitar down? Dawn? Okay. Hopefully you're not getting feedback out there. Could I also ask that the lyrics be taken off up the back of the board for me, please? Just anything. Just take it all off. I don't need it. Thanks. Okay, so in my my teens, I earned money by teaching guitar. And I was a school athlete and a scholar and continued to be active in my church and my program and its programs throughout junior high and high school. And to this day, I have a number of friends from elementary, secondary, and also high school. But you know, I noticed in high school that things were starting to change, that people were acting a little bit differently. And the friendship with my best friend of many, many years was lost. So friendship, I learned, as in all relationships, needs to be a two-way street with both people active in the relationship. Childhood friends, we traveled down the road of time, sharing joy and laughter along the way. Caught up in our dreams as we changed through the years, brought the end of childhood fantasies. Now we travel different roads. I'm looking back in time, longing for the friend of yesterday, wondering as the years go by, was it all in vain? Is it only but a fading memory? Childhood friends, we traveled down the road of time, sharing joy and laughter along the way. Caught up in our dreams as we changed through the years, brought the end of childhood fantasies. Friend of yesterday, my friend of yesterday, friend of yesterday. Thank you. I think we've all probably lost touch with people we wish we hadn't have and seen change. You know, I noticed in my late teens that my world was starting to change. And I was having to make choices about the future because I was in a very stable situation where we lived in the same house all of my childhood. And these choices about the future started to occupy my thoughts. You know, life is all about decisions, right? Today decides tomorrow. And some of the thoughts I had were, what was I going to do with my life? How would I make my life count? Would I make the right decisions? And this next song, written as a teen, came out of that. Haunt me from day to day. Time goes on, but these feelings, they still stay. Which road will I take? Is life real, or is it all fake? Time will tell. Will I choose heaven or hell? Winding its way through my mind, but I turned away, walked the other way, in search of life's answers to find. I face a world of illusion and total confusion, blind to reality. What's the reason or rhyme in this scheme of time? What is truth? What is fallacy? I have questions about the future. They haunt me from day to day. Time goes on, but these feelings, they still stay. Which road will I take? Is life real, or is it all fake? Time will tell. Will I choose heaven or hell? Thank you. Well, you can see I'm kind of a thinker at an early age, right? Those are some pretty heavy thoughts. What am I going to do? You know, well, you know what's interesting about this song is that while I wrote it in my late teens, I also wrote a different last verse, which I hadn't shared to you because these are just snippets. And the last verse says this: "The wrong road did I take. Please don't make the same mistake. Time has told, I've been bought and sold." Now, as a woman who has lived most of her life and is looking back, it's interesting for me to ponder the words of this song. And I think that perhaps the lyrics served as a caution in my life. Well, so these thoughts continued to dominate my mind, and I soon found myself heading in the direction of a musical career. I just loved singing and for people and just playing my guitar anywhere I could. So I put myself through university singing in coffee houses. Then I released my first single, toured the United States, and was offered jobs singing internationally in Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Japan. And I spent almost 5 years on the road doing this. I loved seeing people smile and enjoy the music. That's why I like to sing, is to make people happy. But there was always this question that I had: are people there to listen or just there to drink and talk over the music? Am I simply a distraction? And so this next song came out of that. The place is packed, and it's a weekend night. Everyone's in style, looking oh so right. But am I the one the people are coming to see? Well, I've been playing all the clubs from town to town, and it's the same situation all around. Tell me, why is no one listening to me? But if one person listens, I'll keep singing along. If one person hears me, I'll keep singing out strong. You know that you're the reason my music goes on. And back in the corner, I see your eyes. Well, you've been coming to see me, and I realize, well, that I'm the one you've been coming to see. So I guess I'll keep on singing from town to town, as long as there's one person just like you all around, just listening to the music in me. 'Cause if one person listens, I'll keep singing along. If one person hears me, I'll keep singing out strong. You know that you're the reason my music goes on. Yeah, you're the reason my music goes on. You're the reason, won't you sing along? You're the reason. Thank you. I did see some of you kind of singing along on that last part. So here I was, an idealistic Christian, singing to make people happy, and performing in places where there were a lot of unhappy people, many of them looking to drugs and alcohol to find their happiness. It was a real eye-opener for me. My experience overall was that Hollywood and the music industry were in large part dirty, and lost. This next song is called Everybody's Into Music. Everybody's into music, and everybody's got a song to sing, and you want to stop and listen to the message that they bring. But the words sound wrong, and don't you think it's odd? Since they got their song, they've forgotten about God. Everybody's making movies, and everybody wants to be a star, and you worship those who make it as you watch them from afar. The colors fade, now the picture grows dim. Since they got it made, they've forgotten about him. Everybody's into music, and everybody's got a song to sing, and you want to stop and listen to the message that they bring. What is the message that they bring? They've lost the message. Thank you. You guys are wonderful. I appreciate that. Just listening very well. The drums are a little bit hot to me, Dawn. While on the road singing, I spent many lonely days in motels, hotels, living in them, and reflecting on my life. And this song gave me comfort, and I hope it will give you comfort as well. It's called I'll Come Back to God. And I wanted to say, too, that this morning as I was thinking about this, I was sitting there reading, praying, and the sun came through my bedroom window. And I don't know about you, but I just love those simple pleasures, sunrise, sunset. Anyways, you can kind of see that in this song. The sun comes up through wet, cool grass, dancing sun rays in the shimmering haze, warming the earth, revealing shadows of dawn, telling me God's love is a love that will last. I've been chasing a dream and longing for love, but I found the truth, knowing my Father above. My home and family and friends of mine, all of these things I once knew I've left behind. In my mind, they are with me always. In my mind, Jesus, you're here to stay. I've been chasing a dream and longing for love, but I found the truth, knowing my Father above. As days go by and my heart may grow weary of the world and its woes, still one certainty I know, it's the peace of God's presence, the joy in my heart. love that he gives makes each day a new start. And in all of my searching and all that I do, you're the truth that I found. Lord, I'll always come back to you. Jesus, I'll always come back to you. Thank you. Well, I began to ask myself, was this all worth it, living in hotel rooms and traveling? And it was these same people in the music industry who were telling me how to live my life, what I should do to be a success. And they told me that I was missing out on life and that I should experience all the things I hadn't tried. I guess you could say it made me angry. I had to be me. You keep on telling me what to do and where to go. I'm getting pretty tired of you saying things about what you really don't know. You think you have the answers. Oh yeah, you know it all. But what you say is true. That ain't what your actions show. So I'll be me, you be you. Together we'll see what life's truth will be. You criticize my religion, saying it's not for you. But how do you know? You think you'll find your own truth or make it up eventually. And why must I be so stubborn? Why can't I go with the flow? Well, it's because I have something I believe in, and I'm happy you know. So I'll be me, you be you. Together we'll see what life's truth will be. I'll be me, you be you. For all the things I'm missing, I got more than you know. Thank you. Well, by then, I had my own band, and I was on the radio, and I was playing in some of these good-sized venues. I was a Christian, however, working in a non-Christian world. And as a woman, well, I did make some mistakes. You see, one of my weaknesses was guys. Yeah, I heard that. You know how that goes, right? Okay, so let's talk about my love life. Okay, now that we've covered that topic. You know, actually, there really isn't much to tell. I was on the road, and you know, I've been single all my life. So, but this next song is a true story about something that really happened, and it just makes a great country song. So I had to play it tonight. You know, it's based on a true story about a love lost, and that's when you go, oh. But it made a great song, and you know, love lost, heartbroken. Did I learn my lesson? Probably not.
You turned away, walked out the door. You made a fool out of me. There's another woman in your arms tonight, and I'm sitting here in misery. 'Cause I put my trust in the love of a man, and now he's turned on me. Said as you went, thanks for the fun, but I'm setting your heart free. But I'm chained by your love, way down by memories, chained by your love and the dreams that'll never be. But I'm chained by your love, way down by memories, chained by your love and the dreams will never be.
Thank you. You would have thought I was choking me up. Really, it wasn't. I just need some water. That was one of the big commercial songs that we put out. But as you're probably gathering, I do country, but I'm not really a country artist entirely. And you're in the music business, you need to be able to play a wide variety of different types of things to stay working. So in this show, you're going to hear folk, rock, country, now coming up blues, and a little bit of jazz as well. Okay, so I know we've all had heartaches. Been there, done that. But I guess in my life, the fact was I was just a little bit too busy for love, at least at the right time. I never met the right man at the right time. And I want you to know, I'm a planner, so I had planned my whole life out. You see, I had worked out that I was going to get married at 28, and I was going to have my first child at 31, a boy, and then a girl at 33. So, and then we would live happily ever after. Well, the problem is life didn't go according to plan. But, you know, I could still write about songs, and in fact, I thought I would try my hand at writing the blues and try and writing a more lighter type of song as well. So here's a non-serious song about my priorities in love. Okay, here goes the blues. My true lover told him, I want a diamond ring. Yeah, my true lover told him, I want a diamond ring. Well, he told me now, baby, buy him most anything. Yeah, right. Well, he got himself a pistol. It was a 44. Yeah, he got himself a pistol. It was a 44. Well, in order to get that diamond ring, he had to rob a jewelry store. The cops came after him, said, we want that ring back. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. Yeah, the cops came after him, said, we want that ring back. Pardon me, officers. What ring is that? Oh, yeah, the one on my finger. you can probably guess what happened. Thanks for asking. They took away my true love and my diamond ring, so I had to get myself a brand new love.
Yeah, my new love, I told him I want a diamond ring.
I ain't asking for much.
Yeah, my new love, I told him I want a diamond ring. Well, he told me now, baby, buy a most anything.
Except a diamond ring. Thank you. I'm so used to playing the harp on that in a harmonica that I was like, no solo there. Well, so I think honestly, with all that was going on in my 20s and touring and all, that it was the foundation of my Christian upbringing that got me through this. A number of good churches, Christian friends, that really kept me on the path. I saw so many people go down in the music business very quickly. And after 5 years of being on the road, I returned to university to attain a graduate degree. I had seen firsthand what the music industry could do to so many people without a future, people who had lost everything. So a career change was in order. But what am I going to do? I'm now in my late 20s. Well, both my parents were professors, and I had traveled the world singing. So after grad school, I was able to secure my first real day job. Can you imagine that? At 32. First day job. Teaching college full-time. So it was an incredible amount of work, and I absolutely loved the job for the next 30 years. My desire through that teaching was that God used me to inspire others and to give hope in this struggling world. Many people, as you probably know, come back to college to find their direction. And I was teaching geography, the science of location. So I continued during the year to travel in the summer months, and then I also started working doing county fairs and children's shows as well in the summer. So the next song is one of my favorites that talks about my travels. And if you just kind of close your eyes, you can almost see traveling around Europe, right?
The Dutchman clicks his heels, turns about to me with a smile. His happy face of love and grace called to me, please stay for a while. But I'm moving on, can't stay for too long. Well, in my mind, I still recall the frosted peaks of the Grand Tyrol, the flowers in each windowsill, and colored chalets upon the hill so green. And I like to stay, live just one more day. The countryside of England changes green to gold. It's growing cold. And as the winter chill sets in, I sit alone to be home. But I'm moving on with you. I'll leave this song.
Thank you so much. There's a few more verses in there, but when we recorded it, we put violins and violas in Austria, and a Spanish guitar in Spain, and of course an organ in England. So a reoccurring theme in my life, when somebody asks you to tell you about their life experience, you know, it's like, okay, I'm a believer, everything changes and life is glorious. No, that's not the way it goes. A reoccurring theme in my life has been that I continually need reminding of my need for Jesus and his love for me. And whenever I tend to think that things are going really well and I'm doing just fine on my own, something goes wrong. Then I have to go through struggles and re-recognize my need for God. So life often takes us on journeys where we get lost. And eventually we might be found. This next song is called Lost and Found.
Lights up and down, it seems, spinning round like a top. I'm spinning in a circle around, lost and found, never reaching on end till you found me, put my feet on the ground. Your love turned me around. Lies up and down, it seems, I'm drifting out at sea. I'm a-drifting in a circle around, lost and found, never reaching the shore till you found me, and you gave me a sail. Will you love me when I win or fail? Lights up and down, it seems, I'm spinning round like a top. I'm spinning in a circle around, lost and found, never reaching on end till you found me, and you gave me your heart. Your love gave me a new start. I wasn't lost, but I'm found, lost and found. Yeah, I wasn't lost, but I'm found, lost and found. Ooh, lost and found.
Thank you. Well, that's life, huh? Now, it seems to me life is also like a puzzle. I was thinking about this. We can usually only find a few pieces at a time. Do you notice that? Consider how the pieces of your life are coming together. Over the years, the entire picture becomes clear. One more puzzle piece, another one. And later, we can see just how the picture is turning out. Now, I say that as a person who's lived a lot of life. Just know, those of you that are younger, you're going to have more and more puzzle pieces to put together. So we reflect on the past, we search for the future, and yet we're often like oceans rolling in and out with the tides.
You came to me on a windy autumn eve, sang me a song, whispering of seasons in time. As I walked to the ocean shore, listening to your gentle roar, searching for the future, I watched the changing tide. Now I see the little child that reigns in me. Though hiding in a shell, life's waters refining me. I'm patterned like the softened sand, wondering what the tide will bring. What's really right in time, maybe only you and I will see. Our lives, you see, are changing like the ocean tide. Restless as the waves, we're here and then gone. Tides cover up our past, drifting with our future hopes. Waters churning up our lives, we watch them roll away again.
Oh, man, it's getting warm, isn't it? Well, you know, we have just gone through some really tough times. And through these times in my life, I've found that friends and family and church family have been there to encourage me when I needed it. So perhaps take a moment now and think of several special friends or family members who have helped you through the last couple years. I share this song in gratitude. Thank you all for being my family. For being my family.
You gave me joy and hope to the Lord. Now I'm returning and singing this song. Although I'm astray, right or wrong, it's here in your hearts. I know I belong. There is a reason that we're here today. There is a reason, and I want to say thank you that we are family, and we know that heaven's our home.
Thank you. Well, this next song, if I had just one song that I've written that I could play for you, it would be this next one. Sorry, it's hot up here. You know? Anyway, this would be the song I would sing if I just could sing one song. And it's probably the easiest song that I've ever written. I wrote it for a dear friend of mine, and now I sing it for you. It's called Thinking of You.
You may not understand my thinking, to love my God as I do, but let me share my thoughts with you, and maybe you'll see too. From the moment I believed in him, a joy I'd never known assured me that God is true. Real love became my own. There is more than that, my friend, as I trust him every day. My life's meaning becomes certain in every way. Now I may fail and I may stray, but Jesus, he still loves me, and he will always welcome me back to stay. It's the certainty of living, knowing why I'm here. God made me to live in peace, and know my Creator is near. So what more could I ask for than to know the love of God?
I guess just one thing.
That you might know him too.
Thank you so much. You know, I thought since retiring from teaching that all would be easy and that I would be living a life of leisure. Ha ha. Then COVID happened just months after I retired and isolated everyone, and I live alone. And I lost a dear friend. More recently, I've had a bunch of surgeries and medical procedures, and through it all, God was with me every step of the way. He gave me this peace during and after the operations, and we talked a lot. You see, life is a journey, and our life experience have made us uniquely us. God has placed dreams in our hearts and created us for a purpose. And I want my life to have a lasting effect. I want to live purposefully. I want to live above my circumstances. And I want to have an identity of destiny. I believe you and I were created for more. I don't know the future, but I do know that life is better with Jesus. If you'd like to join me in this next song, this is the last of my originals. We're going to put it up, and you can sing along if you'd like.
That's the way God intended it to be. Life is wonderful, and so I sing. Thanks to the one who made you and me. Let's try it again. Life is wonderful, and can't you see? That's the way God intended it to be. Life is wonderful, and so I sing. Thanks to the one who made you and me. My life will never be the same since the day I first believed in him. Jesus, you are my reason for life. In you I am complete, 'cause life is wonderful, and can't you see? That's the way God intended it to be. Life is wonderful, and so I sing. Thanks to the one who made you and me. For some, this song make them hard to find, but open up your heart and see his smile. He loves us just as we are. We can be all that he wants us to be, 'cause life is wonderful, and can't you see that that's the way God intended it to be? Life is wonderful, and so I sing. Thanks to the one who made you and me. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful.
Thank you. It is. If you can sing that after all we've gone through, then life is truly great. You know, I want to, sorry, I have something in my throat here. I want to thank you for sharing my life in song tonight. We're going to end with a couple of old-time country gospel songs that I think you might know, but we will put the words up for you. If you're interested in taking a CD of some of these songs home, or if you're interested in a home concert or being on my mailing list, please stop by the table outside on your way out. I want to thank a number of people who made this all possible. I want to first and foremost say a special thank you to Don Stamey back there on the sound. And all the others, I may not get everyone's name, but I do appreciate it takes a lot of people to do this. Special thanks to Sandy, Shannon, Kent, Gabe for video and photography, and to Sharon and the Twin Cities Women's Ministry for your encouragement and your support. Thank you. But mostly I want to thank all of you for coming tonight. I know some of you came long distances. I know some of you just being here. There's a reason you're here, and thank you so much for being here and sharing this time. Please join me as we close out the evening singing some gospel tunes. If you want to stand, you can. My drummer in a box takes a minute, you know. At least he doesn't ask for much money. All right, here we go.
Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a bitter home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. We sang the songs of childhood, hymns of faith that made us strong, ones that Mother, Father taught us, hear the angels sing along. Will the circle be unbroken? There you go. By and by, Lord, by and by. There's a bitter home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the joyous days of childhood, oft they told of a wondrous love, pointed to the dying Savior, nailed in him above. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a bitter home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. You can picture happy gathering round the fireside long ago, and you think of tearful pardons when they left you here below. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a bitter home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
You guys know that was written by a woman about 100 years ago.
Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. It's good enough for me. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody. It's good enough for me. So give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. It's good enough for me. It will take us all to heaven. It will take us all to heaven. It will take us all to heaven. And that's good enough for me. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. Give me that old-time religion. It's good enough for me. Will the circle be unbroken the circle be unbroken. By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better oh waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Nicely done. Thank you all very much.